Wednesday, here week 4, and guess what? My name is AJ Megaman, and we are starting the robots. Boom, give them a point. Everybody, this is Labby. She is part of Megabots. How long have I taught you now?
4 years.
4 years. I've been teaching her for 4 years, and she's, in my honest opinion, probably top 5 best robots in the world. Females. Couldn't be touched. Her, Kumse is up there. Dora Pop, Yaya, Sumi. Sumi's up there. Anyways, she is there. Robot, animation, don't sleep on that. So I'm here. I brought her here so she can demonstrate some robots. So, before we get started, I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing. This is going to be 3 classes. Thursday, week 5 Monday, and week 5 Thursday. So you're going to be learning all the robots in 3 classes. So this is going to be most likely a 60-minute in 3 classes. One video's 15-20, another one's 15-20, another one's 15-20. So we're going to be going through statue, robot, mannequin, humanoid, aka animatronics, android, cyborg, AI, Terminator, miming. When you put them all together, you get meat. No, it's okay. You get bopping. So once you understand these techniques, you can understand bopping. So we're getting closer to understanding the units. So there's much more robot. There's a Terminator, there's dinosaur style, robot, a little bit of history has came around from miming. Mimers have been doing robots since the early 1900s in France. Some pioneers of robot are Robert Shields, Bop and Tangerine, Boogie Frantic, Mad Chad, Robot Ace, Bop and Andre, Robot Prince, Kid Vibrate, Ultraman, yeah, just the list goes on. Gadget, myself, Labby. We're still young, but like, those are just some high-level there's Real Robot, there's Diesel, so many robots in the world, like, can't even, Poppin' John, Poppin' Todd, like, I can just keep listing, but that's not the point. Anyways, so the first thing I want you guys to understand, we're going to go through 3 today. We're going to go through 4. Statue, robot, mannequin, and robot mannequin. Now, what a statue is, in definition, is a human or animal made of wood, clay, metal, etc., etc., etc. So one thing that you need to understand is statue, you have to be really tight. Okay? So I'm going to demonstrate with statue, and then I'm going to get Labby to demonstrate. When you're a statue, when I'm standing like this, my facial character cannot look like me. You can't look like yourself. You have to almost look like you're in a wax museum. You have to look different. A lot of people say that the foundation of robot is statue. Yes, this is what my crew member Geek says. These are all different characters that you can put in animation. Can you use statue in a dance battle? No, you can't, because you don't move. So unless you're going in an experimental just a move battle, you just stand there. Three, 2, 1, and you're done. Then you could use statue. 2, when you're doing statue, is if someone is to push you over, you're made of metal, wood, or clay, so it's going to be very difficult. You have to be a rock. So if you fall, you have to fall and break. So these are the most important things you have to understand with statue. So, now you know the parameters of statue. I'm going to get Labby to show what a statue is, and then I'm going to do a game where I'm going to walk across her, and just, you remember the game?
Yeah.
Okay, so, from standing right here, this is Labby, this is Exhibit A. She is super awesome, dope animator, okay? So, when I say go, you're just going to go into a statue pose, any position you want.
Okay.
Okay? 3, 2, 1, go. So if you see her, everything is still, everything is hard. You can't move her. She is tight. It's very difficult to move her. And if I do, she falls. Does that make sense? I'm not going to push her, but she actually is very tight. And relax. So you see how even the way she stands, her character completely changes. She was like, and she's like, back. Like, it's two different things. So if you understand the element of statue, you will understand all the robots. You can't move on to other robots if you don't know how to actually become a statue. The best way of practicing this is street performers. Street performers will stand there like this, and they will not move. People will wave their eyes won't follow. Once you put money in, then they start moving, because that triggers them to go into another type of character. Does that make sense? So say yes. Good, you said yes. Perfect. Now we're going to go on to our next one, which is robot. A robot is a statue that moves mechanically and stops. I'm going to say that again. A robot is a statue that moves mechanically with stops. So if you're a statue and I stand like this, moving mechanically would be like this. And then I change out of it. So if you notice, I'm using animation foundation, because animation is creating characters with foundation. Dime stops, ticking, strobing, vibrating, glitching, etc., etc. The character I am is a robot. That's why I've been saying for these last weeks, don't do robot. Do something else, because we're getting to the robot unit, which is now. Because a lot of you are like, oh, I want to learn robot. I want to know all the robots. So it's like, okay, now I'm going to teach it to you guys. And then once you know all the robots, you get to pick and choose which robot do you want to put into your animation style. So I have Lavi here. I'm going to put on music. She is going to start off as a statue, and then she is going to move whenever she wants in basic stopping with character. Okay, does that make sense?
Yep, whenever I want.
Whenever you want.
Okay.
Start off with your robot. Super high level, kept it simple, stupid, doing the technique. Now, one thing she did actually, which I'm going to explain when we get to robot mannequin, is she even used other techniques. She was using ticking, she was using robot mannequin technique, and then she would go, like, to do the basic form of robot is just stop, stop. Does that make sense? But what she did could have knocked out many people. This is why she's top 5 in the world. You don't sleep on Lavi. Like, search her up on Instagram, Lavi Lou.
Lavinia Deleu.
Lavinia Deleu. Okay, how do you spell that for them?
Oh my goodness. LAVINIA
Boom.
That's it.
That's a plug right there. We
Yep.
just plugged her. Boom. Now,
Follow me.
I expect all 30 of you guys, boom, go and follow her. And now you gotta post more robot.
You're right, you're right.
Okay, so as you saw her do some robot. Now, I have to explain to you something in animation and in robotics. You have to understand something called trigger points. Now, trigger points are your stop and your go. So a trigger point could be a glitch. This is where you bring in your glitches that you've used, that I taught you in your week 2, 3, etc. You put this into your robot. So if I'm here and I'm a robot, I can go. And also, I can use different dime stops. I can go boom, boom, zoom, tremors, or stop. So she's going to demonstrate the different types of stops with trigger points in basic level 1 robot. You start whenever you want. Nice. You see, so controlled, super dope. Coming in, she can go. I'm gonna try now.
Yep.
You put the volume. So I'm gonna demonstrate trigger points with robot. So that is trigger points inside of robot. And remember, my glitch, because I'm a glitch, sometimes I don't have to glitch on beat. Sometimes I can be like, because it's a glitch in the system. Do not forget about that. Next thing I'm going to show you guys is something called mannequin. This is a style that, or a robot style technique character that you can use only if you're doing a 2-on-2 or if you are street performing. You need another person to do this. So, I'm going to use Lavi as my robot. So mannequin, let me just explain it to you real quickly. A mannequin is a human made of plastic put on display. It is that easy. People will be like, mannequin is like when you move like this. Yeah, I got a mannequin. No, bro. Mannequin is what you see at American Eagle. That's it. It's a human made of plastic put on display that can move by the joints. That is the simplest term of mannequin when people say mannequin style mannequin. So that means when Lavi becomes a mannequin, she can't move on her own. Mannequins cannot move. I have to move the mannequin for it to move. Does that make sense? Yes, AJ, it does. Perfect. Okay, so Lavi is going to be the mannequin. And I'm going to go... You see how I bent her left knee, but her right knee didn't bend. Some people would have bent both knees. That would be, this is the prime example of what mannequin is. You only can do this. You can relax. That was so clean. Like, oh my gosh, she's so dope. She looks fake. Like, it looks unreal. Like, So that is the only way you can do mannequin robot, okay? Just plain mannequin. Some people would do, instead of someone else moving them, street performers can have like a bucket and put money in and I will let you move me. Da, 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 da. Now, mannequin and robot mannequin are completely different things. So what a robot mannequin is a robot that moves mechanically without stopping. So if you remember in Labby's freestyle of robot, she would have some stops, but then because she's so high level, she would do a lot of robot mannequin techniques, which I'm about to explain to you now. So you literally do not stop moving whatsoever. So everyone, put your right hand up. Okay? And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna make a box like this. Boom, 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 boom. You're just gonna make a box. Okay? And every 4, you're gonna move to your next position. Okay? So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. That is the technique behind robot mannequin. If you're going like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the technique behind robots. This technique. This is what Tableau also teaches, is the robot level 1 dime stop in animation. Same speed going together. But we are not doing, this is what we do in robot. We're doing robot mannequin. So you always never want to stop moving. The other thing that you also need to understand with robot mannequin, you also need to remember, don't move so many body parts at the same time. Don't go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Like, no, that just looks garbage. Just don't do it. Okay? Like, make sure you're maybe 2 at max. And then when you start getting comfortable with robot mannequin, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You can start going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You can start adding those levels of details. I've never stopped. And one person that you need to watch who is unreal at robot mannequin, probably the best in the world, is Chibi from Dragon House. There is no one I know who can do it better than him. He is number 1. The number 2, I would probably say, is a guy named Kid Vibrate. In my crew heavy hitters, there's no one who can beat him. Then I would probably say Poppin' Todd is number 3 on planet Earth. Does that make sense? So now, this next part, me and Labby are going to demonstrate robot mannequin to you guys, just going back and forth without stopping. That was robot mannequin with every 4 count, every 3 count, every 2 count, and every 1 count. So you can watch that video to study it. Another way to practice robot mannequin is we're just going to go down, up, 4 count. So me and Labby are going to go down like here. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Best way to practice. Make sure your arms are tight, and you can even go up and then bring your hands down. 1, 2, 3. Then bring your body down. 1, 2, 3. Bring your hands up. 2, 3. Then body up. Then hands down. Body down. Hands up. Practicing this technique will help you work on robot mannequin. Then you can start playing with it and go in different positions. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure your face doesn't look like yourself. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, another thing is, if you want to add more detail to your robot mannequin, is have a slight warp. Slight warp. So if you saw Tabo's video, Tabo would go so I would be, every time I would move, would be like, see the slight warp? There's always a slight warp. That's the advanced level that I will be teaching later on. So those are the 4: statue, robot, mannequin, and robot mannequin. Make sure you practice them. Once you guys are ready, we are going to go and teach you the next 3 robots. I'm AJ Mega Man.
And I'm Labby.
And stay tuned for Reality Check next week. Woo.